April. Don't follow chum line. Hello, everybody. Is that Travis? First one in today. Jason, Marvin. Gary, Drama, Ken. Hello, guys. Well, as you all know, today was the first day of rockfish season, and it looks like the boats did pretty good. Seen pictures during the day from Instagram and stuff. And Jeff texted me; he did really good. Got lots of fish. Even had to release some cowcods. Let's see who else is here. Daniel's here. Oz, James, Tony, Uncle Greg, Travis, Joe. Hello, everybody. Jason is going crappie fishing. Haven't I never went out just to target crappie. We should try that. I'm surprised to see how big they get. Hey, Henry. Monica's there. Roger, hello. From Oakland. Cool. I will be up there in September. Fishing out of Emeryville. There's Tamara. We went out fishing today. See how she did. I'm sure she did good on the rockfish. James, DJ, Kevin's in Vegas. We got pretty we got over halfway done, maybe three quarters of the way done today, Kevin. The guys are gonna go come in next Tuesday and we're gonna tear apart two more pallets. Two more pallets of stuff and get ready for the swap meet. So I was gonna tell you guys, I'm waiting for the official date to be confirmed with the city, but it looks like it's going to be the last weekend in November. So what we thought we would do is make it a meet and greet opportunity plus the swap meet. So we're going to be doing the swap meet, and it's going to be a fundraiser for my youth foundation. We thought it'd be a good place to have a meet and greet. We'll probably have like hot dogs there and stuff like that. So if you some of you guys, some of you that are here would like to come and meet me or be there, I will do tours of the set that we do the tackle box from, so you guys can meet me there and you can see that. Take pictures if you want, so we can do all that. Drama, do you think the kids club is going to happen for March? I don't know. I will send them an email and ask them what's going on. Daniel, what do you think of the Accurate 400X? I've never seen one. Maybe I've seen one. I don't know what it is. But I don't know if somebody else knows anything about the Accurate 400X. Maybe you have Daniel out. All right, Kevin, if you can be there Tuesday, that'd be great. Jason says, by the way, I'm going fishing aboard the Pacific Queen next month, 17th. Is it early for bluefin? It depends how long your trip is. I know Jeff is leaving tonight, I think, for a 2-day tuna trip, so hopefully he'll get them. So Tamara just sent me some pictures. Here's her catch for today. And she said Ron B, was it? Ron B from here was on the boat too. And here's a picture of them together there on the boat. So that's cool. Everybody met up there on the boat. So what she said, caught a big whitefish and a blue rockfish on the magic metal. She was slow pitch jigging and she caught them. Cool. What other photos is there? Oh, here's her whitefish. And she got that on a magic metal jig. Nice whitefish on a magic metal jig. Tamara got that. Congratulations. And here's a rockfish she got two on. Rainbow color magic metal jig, which I have the same jig today um, as a prize for the drawing for the super chat. So that just happens to be the same jig as this one that she caught that fish on. And the reason we did that, so you guys know why we came out with this rainbow color kind of rainbow trout color kind of thing, salmon looking, was back in the day when I used to go fish out of San Simeon, we'd fish shallow water for lingcod. We would use um, swim baits, the color of rainbow trout, and catch lingcod that were waiting. They were waiting at the bottom where the water would go into the ocean for the salmon to come down the rivers, and they'd sit there and eat them. So that's why we came out with that jig with the rainbow color. So it's pretty cool. No, that wasn't a sheephead. It was whitefish and black rockfish or blue rockfish. I wasn't sure. What does Tamara say? Some pictures. Yeah, I just showed the pictures tomorrow. Hey, Jeff, welcome. Yeah, I was surprised she got the whitefish on the jig because normally you have to use a really small hook. They must have been super hungry. And Tamara, did you guys go to the island or did you stay on the beach? Oh, and she caught the only lingcod today too. What'd you catch the lingcod on? Okay, that's cool. Hello, Luke. Luke Flores. Hello. So they went to the island. Luke, I'm sorry, I don't really have any avid reels, so I don't know what size would be good for that, but I'm sure some people here can help you with that. I would say you're going to want a reel. I mean, the most of the threshers I've caught have been like on 30 pound, like 50 pound spectral, 30 pound mono with wire leader, but those are smaller, threshers. If you're going for fish over 100 pounds, then I'd fish it like tuna, get 80 pound spectra, 50, 60 pound mono, and then wire on top of that. You're going to need the wire. Tyler, I didn't go rock fishing today. I was at the office. Daniel, on the June 22nd trip, we're going to be tuna fishing. And just so you guys know, that trip, fishing on the 22nd, will be my birthday. So June 22nd is my birthday. and that was the only date we could get the boat. So when they said that's the date, I said I'll go. I'll take it. So that's what we did. Cut the ling on a dropper loop, shallow water, 50 to 150 feet all day. Cool. Hey Warren. Yeah, she was on the Coral Sea today out of Santa Barbara. Oh, Aaron got some nice surf perch on Saturday. He was up there in Morro Bay, just past the rock, the big rock. Hey Lloyd, you can never check link hot off the list because every time you go rock fishing, you want to catch some. Hello Jim, thank you for being a member. Greg, thank you for your membership. Marvin, thank you for your membership. I appreciate it, the support. Where's that trip I'm going to be on? So on the 13th, um, I'm going to be on a boat out of Hooks Landing in Ventura, going fishing. And I was talking to the landing. They said if there's white sea bass around or yellowtail, we'll target them. But as a rule, we kind of think of it as a rock fishing trip. But there's only 10 spots left. So if anyone's interested in joining me, there's 10 spots left for fishing on March 14th. It's a Monday. The boat departs on Sunday at 10 p.m., the 13th. So there'll be 21 people on the boat, and I will be on the boat too. It's an overnight trip. Great crew. Chris does a great job. I'm really looking forward to fish with them. And then, if any of you have not subscribed to my channel, I need you to do it right now. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm at 21,998 subscribers. Okay. So I only need two more subscribers tonight to get to 22,000. So if you guys could help me, if there's two people here, if you got a kid in the house that isn't subscribed to my channel, if your wife has a YouTube account and isn't subscribed, if you could get them to subscribe right now, I really want to get to 22,000 tonight. So they may not find gold on Oak Island tonight, but I will get to 22,000 somehow tonight. Jason, yeah, there's still spots on the trip on June 22nd. You just go to my website and you sign up there. Excuse me. Sneeze. Um, so here's the link there if you want to join me on the trip out of Hooks Landing. And if you want to join me for my birthday, here's a link for all my trips that I'll be having this year that we're filming. Um, we're still working on the dates for the private charters. I'm sorry, not the private charters. For the meet and greet trips on the Gale Force. I'll have those dates for you soon. Jeff had his son subscribe. All right, cool. Get your cook to subscribe too. All your crew that you have on your boat right now, Jeff, get them to subscribe. I only need two people. Let's see how quickly this happens. Still need two people. I need one more person. One more person. There's got to be one more person out of there. How many of you guys are on here right now? There's 60 of you on here. There must be one person there I refreshed it. Still 21,999. 21,999. This time maybe? Nope. Nope. Come on, let's get to 22,000. It's taking longer this time. Is it refreshing? Come on. Let's get there. I must have hit it too many times. Now it's kind of locked up. Yeah, it says retry. We're there. 22,001. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And everybody says I don't get excited. Thank you. Thanks, Jeff. It was probably your son's friend was the one who got me over the top. Hey, Uncle Greg. Thank you for being a member here. Yeah, Jason, it's probably your buddy that did it. I'm over the hill, 22,000. It's a long ways from where I want to be. I'd love to be 100,000 like all the big guys, but I'll take 22,000. That's good. I appreciate it. Yeah, James, I really like my Lexus. I like my Komodo 400s. Those are great too. Hey, Jose. Hello. I want to thank the guys today that showed up, Jeff, Steve, Robert, and James. They came to the office today and really did a great job of pricing all these reels. Steve did a really good job on the reels, pricing them, getting it done for us. And the other guys, we tore through some pallets. I think we like disintegrated 2 pallets full of stuff, organized it, and put it all together. So we're getting ready for the swap meet. So the swap meet, like I said, it's going to be the last weekend in April. So I have a Europe trip before then, and then when I come back, we will have the swap meet. Hmm. Okay, what else is on here? Victor. Okay, so Victor's asking, I think James, I'm not sure if Victor's asking James or Jeff or both if a Trex 500 would be good reel for a jig stick. And Jeff says yes. Bob, do you still have to bring a pillow and bedding on your hustler trip? I think so. I'm pretty sure you do, but I don't know. I haven't asked them directly about that. I was just talking to them about doing the meet and greet trip because I had some friends from San Diego area and from where does Jason them live? By Hemet, I think they live out that way. And they were saying they really wanted to go rock fishing if I would set up a trip. So I called up to Hook's Landing, and that was nice enough to set this up for us. So we picked a day that they have hard time filling up the boat, a Monday, and I'm hoping we will sell it out for them. Okay, what does Tamira say? This guy next to me caught a 12-pound sheep's head jig. Okay. Tim. No, I didn't have any problem with deposits for the Fred Hall show. I don't know if lots of the places, shows, everything, they try to hold on to your deposit for the next year. But most people I know that for last, was it the last year? Yeah, last year people I put in, it wasn't last year, it was a year for 2020 when people had deposits for Del Mar. I think it took people a while to get those deposits back, but I think everybody got them. But I don't know. I don't know if everybody did or not. I don't know. It just the people I talked to, like the long fin, they told me got their deposit back. Daniel says interested in buying a reel for the trip on June 22nd. Yeah, you're gonna need reels all different sizes for that trip because we don't know if it's gonna be 50-pound tuna or 300-pound tuna. So you have to be prepared. And don't think you guys need to buy tackle for all this. You can always rent it. So if you're gonna, do some fishing quite a bit, and you're gonna get a reel, like a 40-pound reel, a 50, 60-pound reel, maybe even an 80-pound reel. Don't worry about getting that stuff for the 200-pound fish or larger. You can just rent that there, unless you plan to really fish a lot. I have a bunch of reels here and stuff that I still got reels in boxes I haven't used yet. So, but I always have plenty of gear. So yeah, don't be afraid to rent gear if you have to. James, I've caught school bluefin tuna, yellowfin tuna on the 500. Okay, yeah, that should work out good. I should bring April. April wouldn't like it. No, the trip, Jason, we're talking about on the 22nd. That's on June 22nd. June 22nd out of H&M Landing, and I think it's on the Legend. I should double check, but um, let me see here. June 22nd. It is on the Legend, and that trip, um, it's going to depart on the 21st, come back the 23rd, and that is June 22nd. Yeah, that's going to be a tuna trip. I mean, Jeff is already fishing tuna now, and it's he was fishing them, catching them in the February, so we shouldn't have any problem come June. Okay. Hello, Warren. Jose, Dan, do you have a video on setups for 7 day? Not really. Most of the videos I have are for like 1 to 3 day trips, but you know, basically, I don't know. Maybe Jeff can answer this for you better, but I would think a 7 day trip, you're going to take the same stuff that you're taking right now this year to go tuna fishing. Because, like last year, we saw guys walking off the reels with their heads down because their reels were spooled. They had no line on the reels. They went to go catch 50-pound tunas and they hooked 200 pounders, never stopped them, and got spooled. So, I would say you're going to need to have a selection of gear, maybe something as small as Alexa 400, all the way up to large 2 speeds for that, 100 to 200 pound fish. So that's what I would think. Mm, James says that my show has got him into fishing. He's addicted now. Thank you. Yeah, the only problem with this sport is it gets expensive. The trips have gotten more expensive. When I was a kid growing up, I could go. When I was in college and even high school, go down the pier. I didn't get on a boat till after college, and we had our own little family boat that we would go out and fish the breakwall and stuff. But Didn't go out on the big boats till after that when I had my own money. And I was able to do that with a little side money, and it wasn't expensive. Now it's more of an investment, and it's not cheap to go tuna fishing these days. Hey, April, how you doing over there? Your fan club's looking for you. You doing okay? Here, April. Let's see. There's any more questions. Yeah, pay attention to Jeff's note there, guys, about the weather. Him and I were talking about earlier. I had some people call about wanting to do charters this weekend, and I told them no, just because it said it's going to be locally on Friday and Saturday, over 20 knot winds and 4 to 6 foot swells. And that's just local. That's not offshore, outer islands, anything like that. That was just between here and Catalina, not even all the way up to Catalina. So it's going to be bad weather this weekend. If you have your own boat and you're thinking about going fishing, be careful with the weather. Tamira, the crew in the Coral Sea. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to fish with the guys. Hmm. Hello, Donnie. All right, let me catch up to the questions. Robert, hey Dan, yes. Okay. Yeah, there was one boat. What boat was it? There was one boat I talked to that you didn't have to bring your bedding. I'm not sure which one it was. I'll have to find out. Was George say? Okay, yeah, the Fishing Tackle Swap Meet will be the last Sunday in April. James, what's been the best color for rockfish? I like two colors basically. I like either go with chrome, or I really like glow in the darks when fishing 200-300 feet of water. Glow in the darks work really good for me. Magic metal jigs. Then use 8-10 ounces. And if you're gonna fish a dropper loop rig, just put 2 bucktails in a dropper loop rig, and it works out really good. Sculpin fishing, rock fishing, 2 1 ounce bucktails, space them far enough apart, like I said in the videos. Works out great. Should have no problem catching fish. All right, I saw one ticket. Oz got a ticket. I think we're gonna wait till Thursday to pick a winner. So I got stuff to do here really quick, but I want to. Does anybody own a Shimano? Okay. Sorry, I don't have one of those. Thank you, Oz, for your ticket. Lloyd. Don Bonnie said hello. Lloyd says, Dan, if I ice down my fish, how long will it last? So Lloyd, when I go up to Emeryville, I catch my fish Saturday and Sunday. I put the fish on ice. I don't freeze it. I just put layers of ice on it. And lots of times I don't get home till Tuesday or Wednesday, and the fish is good. So I will, check the ice every day, make sure it's full. But I keep it on the ice for the 2 days, 3 days, and then when I get home, I vacuum pack it in small packs and freeze it. Pretty much right after that. And lots of times, if I get home at night, I don't even deal with fish till the next morning. So I wouldn't worry about that. Keeping the fish on ice for a couple days. I do it every year. Okay. Rambo wants to know, hey Dan, what do you think of the Pen 25? Mm, I like the 535s. I don't know anything about the Pen 25s. I should probably look into that. But I don't. I have 535, and the high speed. You really don't need. I shouldn't say. The problem with high speed reels is when you go for a reel that's really fast, you lose the torque and the power of the reel. So I would rather wind a little bit faster with a lower gear reel than wind slower with a really fast reel to get that action. But the only time you're really doing that is like tuna fishing or yellowtail fishing when they're down deep. But maybe if you're wahoo fishing, but locally we don't really wind that fast for. You're not going to wind fast for calico bass, never. You're never going to find wind fast for barracuda. You want to go as slow as possible. You want that jig to just kick slowly from side to side, nice and slow. If you wind it fast, it just comes in like a dart, and you're not going to get bit. But for the other fishing, yeah, you could use a faster reel. Okay, so let me catch up to these questions. Now, Leo, the tuna chips are going to be $200 minimum. I mean, most of the day trips now are $200. I don't know of any tuna chips that are only $160. Bob wants to know, where do you purchase those single whitetail grubs? Put on all the bucktails. Those are made by Double A. They should have them on their website. I have what we call the Lincod kit. Let me get you my. Here's a link for my charters again. But I have an ultimate Lincod kit that I had them make for me, and we sell it on my website. Um, where would it be? Baits and Lures? I think it's on Baits and Lures on my website. Yeah, it's called the Ultimate Lincod Kit, and it's got those big single tail grubs that I like. It also has some twin tails that I like, and it actually has swim baits too. And I've caught lingcod on all these designs and different colors. So uh, here is a link to that. Hopefully, this will help you. Okay. Yeah, so Jeff is talking about here that the same gear that they would use on a 16-day trip or 7-day trip is the same stuff that he's using locally here for the tuna. Okay. Matthew, you got a ticket? We'll get these tickets out of the way. It's already going to be 8 o'clock. Bowman. James, thank you. And then Monica asked me to ask you guys if you want us to set up, or you want her to set up some open party, like half day trips, like we did last year. We did some of those. Yeah, I think the Tornado is the boat, Tim, that I booked that you don't have to bring bedding, that they change the bedding every trip. So I think that's it. Donnie, the best chance for sheephead wouldn't be so much down south. I think the best chance for sheephead would be like the Tornado trip. It would be the Californian trip. It would be the Stardust trip. The trips that are going to the islands. That's where I would say you have the best chance. On my private charters, we were catching quite a few of them, but not the big monster ones. You know, we're getting legal ones, but not any big monster ones locally. But if you want to get a trophy one, I would say, you know, one of those trips going to Channel Islands or San Clemente Island. We get them at Catalina too, like on the Gale Force. The guys fish for them on all those trips to Gale Force and Triton, but normally they're not the monster ones. But I don't, you know, I don't think Donnie you would have a trouble if you went on the Gale Force with us or the Triton catching a sheephead because I see them caught every trip. The guys that want to target them and bring shrimp catch them every trip. Okay, I got Matthew. I got James. Now I need Halibut Man. Okay. Drama gets a ticket. He posted a picture of his ticket on Instagram. He he came by the other day and picked up his prizes with his dad. Came by the office, so that was nice to see him. Okay. Let's see what we're at now, subscription wise. See if more people signed up. All right, there's the Ultimate Lingcod kit for those of you that want to get the plastic grubs for the Lingcods. And where are we now? 22,000. Any more people signed up? Yeah, 22,005. So thank you guys. Thanks for telling your friends to sign up. Okay. James. Thinking about doing a B-52 and a magic metal jig. That's good. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the fish. You just want to keep the fish cold. If the fish were not filleted and you're thinking about keeping the fish whole on ice, I would say that's a terrible idea. But if you get the fish filleted and there's no guts, no innards, and all that, it's just fillets. Keep it on ice for a few days. Not a problem. We do that all the time. I mean, back in the day when I used to drive down Ensenada, we would do that. So it's not a problem. Okay, Tamara. Um, Rambo wants to know why did people say you should reel in as fast as you can when you yo-yo? Because it depends the type of jig you're using. If you're using like a spoon, yeah, it's gonna rotate and not work good. But if you're using um, the magic metal jig like this, if you're using a Salis or a Tatty like this, that are designed to yo-yo fish, they're gonna kick side to side and they're gonna do a good job. So when you're yo-yo fishing and they tell you to work the jig fast, normally what they want to do is they want you to drop that. Let's say you're in an area that's 300 feet deep, and they're telling you the fish are anywhere from 60 down to 100 feet deep. They want you to get your line down a little past 100 feet and let your jig get there, and then they want you to wind as fast as you can up to that top range, 50, 60 feet. Stop and let it flutter back down. And most of the time, you're going to get bit as the jig's darting back up. But I have got bit putting it in free spool. Put the reel in free spool, you let the jig fall, and then all of a sudden, it's not falling anymore. When it stops falling, put the reel in gear and wind fast. And that's because a fish picked up your jig and it's swimming up toward the surface with it. So you just need to pay attention to your line and know what you're feeling. And it only comes with experience. Just you have to do it to know what it's doing. Yeah, when we say you want a jig to swim, normally when you say that, it's because you're going to fish something like this, Magic Metal Light or a Tatty 45, and you want it to swim side to side. That's swimming. When you're yo-yo fishing, you're just darting it up. This doesn't look anything like a fish. This doesn't look anything like a sardine or a mackerel. But when you're working it fast through a water column and just darting it up, the fish don't swim up to it and look at it and say, that eye doesn't really look 100% real, or the fish isn't acting 100% real. When they're hungry, they attack it. They see the starting, they could be down 20, 50 feet below it. They just see this movement and they come up and slam it. And they know if they don't get it, their buddy's going to get it, or the next tuner, yellowtail, is going to get it. So that's why you just work the jig, and that's why you get them. They don't look at it that much. All right, let me see if I can catch up to the questions. Oh. All right, Jeff, have a safe trip. Send pictures. That's nice that Jeff does that with us, and then he's still doing it while his customers are boarding and stuff. That's nice. And like you said, guys, he moved his trip up a couple of I think a day or two earlier, just because the weather for this weekend is really really bad. It looks like it's gonna be super windy, and it could have a big swell with it too. So that's don't be taking out your boat on Saturday. I haven't checked what Sunday's going to look like, but Friday and Saturday look really bad. Yeah, I've been. I like 3/4 days. I like going out and coming back the same day, getting home same day. But there are times when I do like to go on an overnight trip. No, very few boats have staterooms, Tamara. Um, the one boat that we have this year that has staterooms is the Excalibur. The Legend doesn't have staterooms, but Excalibur has staterooms. Okay, let's have Kevin answer that question too. Was Drama asking, "Hey Dan, do you think Captain Jared will be on?" Yes, he'll be on the Gale Force this year. He's back. He's not moving anywhere. He's happy to be back running the boat. Okay, Raymond. Thank you. So, Brian, you're going fishing to the Cornell Islands on the 12th. You said I would be prepared for rockfish and yellowtail. So, yeah, like Tim says, this early in the season, there's lots of what do you call it? Yo-yo fishing in the deeper water for yellowtail between the islands. Yeah, Donnie, if I would say Arctic ice, and I would mix up the Arctic ice. I'd use the blue ones and the purple ones together. You get that tundra in there. That tundra is so cold, it will just about freeze your fish. So I try not to put the fish right on the tundra. I like to use the brew and chill um, for my fish to touch, and I like to use the tundra underneath it to keep those brew and chills nice and cold. So that works out good. What was that? Loyal. Hey Dan, how come you don't use Shimano reels? Um, I haven't had much luck trying to work with Shimano. So normally the companies that I work with that want me to try out their gear or have done marketing with me over the years and have relationships with are the stuff I use. So that's just kind of it. I don't hate their gear. I don't really know their gear. I don't fish their gear, but I see lots of people use them. I know Jeff uses them, and everybody seems to be happy with them. I just have so much gear from Penn and Daiwa, um, a few accurates that the boys have given me as gifts. So you know, I don't. If they want to send me some to try out, I'll try them out. But it's nothing like you know. I think it's quality gear. I just don't fish it, so I can't tell you anything about it. What's that? Oh, it's so bad at these names. Samaz, is it? I want to look at taking Cub Scouts fishing, 12 boys, half day. Any recommendations? Time of year. If you want to bring them with me, I would say bring bring them on the twilight trip that we have on the freelance. That's always a fun trip. If you want a local half day boat, it depends where you guys are. The Western Pride is really good out of Newport. Captain Paul does a great job there. The City of Long Beach is a great boat. Um, in my area here, those would probably be the two boats I would tell you. I don't think they have a half day boat out of Long Beach because they're located so far back in the harbor, but those two would be good. And Marina Del Rey's got a really nice half day boat too. It's a big boat. It's a beautiful boat. Yeah, the Ranger 85 has staterooms, but it has like two or three staterooms. It doesn't have very many staterooms. And I've been in them. West Coast Spice. Hey Dan, do you have 100 ton? Yeah, I have a 100 ton license. Oh, Jose wants to know how to get in the raffle. So you see the dollar sign right below where it says "Say Something." That is a super chat. So when you sign up there, as long as your super chat is over $3, then you get into the drawing. Okay, and we're gonna do the drawing Thursday. I'm gonna probably add something else to it, make it a little more enticing. But we'll do it on Thursday. We only sold a few tickets for today. Yeah, she's checking out the bait slick. She's giving me a dirty look. You guys can't really see it. Let me see if I can cheat this. There you go. She's like, really? That's all I get? But she's had enough treats. And then, you're also welcome to bring the Cub Scouts to any of our kids club meetings at Lake Lake. Just let me know ahead of time how many you're going to have because we try to provide kids with a lunch. We haven't been able to do that this year because they won't let us serve food, but hopefully soon we'll be able to do that. And hopefully, um, hopefully we're going to have it on in March. Start doing it again. Uncle Greg is asking if drama is going on the July 14th trip on the Gale Force. Your plugs are great. All right, so here's a link for that kit. And let me give you guys a link for my charters. And if some of you, four of you, would be interested in doing a private charter trip, let me know, and I'll set up an open party date. I don't know if you guys are interested in going in March or if you want to wait till April. We can do that. There's a list for my charters for the year, and remember, we still have the raffle going on to win a private charter trip with me for four people for a $25 ticket. That's on our website too. Okay. Yeah, we are gonna do more of those meet and greet trips this year. The first one, like I said, is gonna be out of Hooks Landing. It's an overnight trip. We didn't do any meet and greet overnight trips last year, and some of you asked me for some, so I'm gonna do this one on the 14th of March, departing on Sunday, the 13th. So you guys can join me on that one if you'd like to. But we will have some more meet and greet trips on the Gale Force. I just didn't want to post those dates yet till we had until we had more of our trips start to sell up more. Okay, Bob got a ticket. Thank you, Bob. And there's your ticket, Bob. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, Daniel, that trip on the June 22nd, that's out of H&M Landing. That's expensive trip. That's like a $400 trip. $400 trip for that. I'm sure it's over $400. So what was the question about the gentleman? I saw somebody else question. Halibut Man, have we sold many tickets for the private charter? No, we haven't sold that many right now. Normally, because we're not going to do the drawing until June, normally we wouldn't get much interest into it until around May. But we don't have anything. I think we sold maybe 15, maybe 20 tickets so far. Okay, somebody was asking a question about. I missed it. Oh, there it is. Toast was asking, going on a 3/4 day trip on the Gentleman in 2 weeks. Anyone been on the boat? I fished that boat many years ago. I actually found a picture. I don't know if it's on here. Might be in a different album. Yeah, it's a different album. But I found a picture of me on the Gentleman, and oh no, here it is. This is the LA Times. I made the LA Times on the Gentleman. What was the reason? Oh, we took guys fishing from Desert Storm. So, oh, so this was from Desert Storm. We took the guys fishing. So we're gonna get this out without tearing it. Don't want to tear this. Okay, so this is me on the Gentleman back in the day. I'm that guy over here toward the end. What year was this? LA Times, May 22nd, 1991. So I was already on TV. Started in '86. That's a gentleman. And we took a bunch of guys that came back from Desert Storm. It's nice to know I did that. Hmm. On some other old pictures too, I got to share with you guys. Okay, I got Bob his ticket. Um, Lloyd got a ticket. Get Lloyd a ticket, and then I'm gonna go watch Oak Island and get some dinner ready. Yeah, Kevin's reminding me how we used to take the Marines fishing every. That was our Christmas special. We would take them fishing like October, September, and then we would use that episode for our Christmas special until the Marine Film Department stopped us from doing it. That was always fun. Lloyd got a ticket. Thank you, Lloyd. Kevin, you gonna do any fishing while you're in Vegas? You gonna go hit Lake Mead or Havasu or anything? So I think Drama's thinking about going tuna fishing this year. It sounds like. I know you don't have any gear for that, but I'm sure we could help you with gear. DJ will. Will we target white sea bass? I guess we could go look for white sea bass along the coast. I mean, your better shot would be at Catalina Island, the Catalina trip, but that's a possibility. Okay. Hello, San Diego. All right. Yeah, and I agree with them. If you really want to target white sea bass, you want to go out with like Tucker and those guys that really target them every day out of Channel Islands. They do really, really good. But Tucker doesn't have a six pack boat, but he does really, really good. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Did I hear Tucker got married? No, I didn't hear Tucker got married. I would think he's married to the landing he owns and the boats he has, but we'll do that. Yeah, see that drama? Uncle Greg saying you need to start a piggy bank. You might need a paper route to pay for a tuna trip. We can probably help you with some of the gear you need, but $460, that's a lot of money. Well, that's good, Tim. He found somebody that wants to support his business and everything. Tucker's a really nice guy. I've known him for years. The other boats he's worked on and stuff. And I'm glad that he's got the landing there and he's taken it over, turning it into a really nice, respectable place. He's doing really good. All right, guys, I'm gonna say good night. I'm off to make some dinner and to watch Oak Island. Like I said, there's 10 spots left on that trip. If any of you want to join me, and this is for my filming trips, is there, and I'll talk to Monica either tomorrow or Thursday, see if we can set up an open party trip, and we'll set one up so you guys can come join me. Do a private open an open party charter on my boat for only 4 people. I only take 4 people on my boat, so we'll do that. Now, James, we're gonna do the drawing on Thursday. We'll do it on Thursday. All right. See you guys. Good night, everybody.